My daughter called CPS on her grandpa for neglect. When I found out why, I finally trusted him completely. My dad is the kind of grandpa every kid dreams about. He's got this laid-back energy where everything feels like an adventure, like rules or suggestions and fun is mandatory. He's the guy who takes my daughter to opening night of whatever animated movie she's obsessed with that month, or who somehow always knows when the ice cream truck is coming down our street. Last month, he appeared with tickets to this trampoline park 2 hours away, just because my daughter mentioned it once 3 weeks earlier. He lights up the second my daughter runs to hug him, and honestly, watching them together makes my heart feel full in a way I didn't know I needed. My daughter absolutely adores him, and he's become the fun grandpa who makes every moment feel special. Here's the thing, my dad wasn't around when I was growing up because my mom never told him I existed. She thought he had too much potential to be tied down by a kid. Turns out she was right. He became super successful in tech. When I was 17 and needed college money, I finally called him. He paid for everything without hesitation and has been trying to make up for lost time ever since. When my daughter was born, he stepped into the grandpa role like he'd been training for it his whole life. But he's never actually been a parent. He doesn't know the day-to-day stuff, the boundaries, the balance between generous and enabling. He just knows how to spoil her. It started small, extra toys at Christmas, buying her the deluxe art set when the basic one would have been fine. Then it escalated. A $300 dollhouse when she already had two. A tablet when I specifically said no screens yet. Last month, an electric scooter without asking me first. 3 weeks ago, he showed up at our house with a $400 commercial-grade ice cream maker, the kind you see in actual shops. My daughter's eyes went huge. I pulled him aside immediately. Dad, we need to talk. You can't keep buying her expensive things whenever you feel like it. She's getting spoiled. She's starting to expect gifts every time you visit. Kids need stability and consistency, not someone who shows up with presents once in a while. Santa already exists. He looked genuinely hurt, but he nodded. You're right, I'm sorry. I just want her to know I care. Then I got a call from CPS saying they received a report about my father neglecting a child in his care and that officers were being dispatched to his house. I called my dad and he sounded completely confused. I don't know what's happening. There are police cars outside. I drove over immediately, my heart pounding, my mind racing through worst-case scenarios. When I pulled up, there were 2 cop cars, a CPS worker, and my dad standing on his porch looking completely baffled. My daughter was sitting on his front steps looking very serious and very proud of herself. The CPS worker approached me first. Your daughter called our hotline and reported that her grandfather was abusing her. I looked at my daughter, my heart still racing. She stands up, hands on her hips like she was about to deliver a closing argument. I asked if we could get matching hoverboards and he said no. Then I asked if we could go to Disneyland next week and he also said no. So I typed into Google, "Grandpa won't buy me things, is he sick?" And it said that could be a sign of neglect. So I called 911. One of the officers turned away, shoulders shaking, actively trying not to laugh. My dad looked at me with this helpless expression, torn between mortification and pride that he'd finally held firm. My dad's eyes got watery. He looked at me. You tried to tell me. Now I actually trust my dad to watch my daughter more than I did before. Last night he called me, voice shaky, and said, "I'm trying to be a better dad to you by being a better grandpa to her." This morning my daughter asked if grandpa was mad at her. I told her no, that he loves her, and that sometimes love means saying no because it teaches us important things. She thought about it for a second, then said, "So he loves me even more now?" "Exactly," I told her.